I'm going to talk you through this image, which I think is a really good image about building children, young people's self-esteem. And my name's Lorraine Murray. I'm the founder of Connected Kids, and I collect lots and lots of information about helping adults help their kids be the best that they can be. But I wanted to bring a little bit of an aspect of meditation and mindfulness into this because I think sometimes people are missing an opportunity to really almost turbocharge the effects of building children's self-esteem. So, for example, if I'm looking at the first one, which talks about praising children for their effort rather than for successful outcomes, I think it's really important that as the adult, we have mindful awareness of the words that we choose when we speak to children. And mindfulness means not just walking on eggshells. It doesn't mean that. It means being really aware of the effect of our words on children. So children are building their words, their vocabulary, their self-esteem is based on that and how they communicate. So it's really important that we don't assume that they know how much they're loved or how well they're doing. That we actually verbalize that, we tell them that frequently and often. That's really important. The second one there about friends, encouraging them to maintain a close, true, small number of friends, accept them for who they are to promote a sense of belonging. And I think belonging is really important. But I think what you find if you teach your young person meditation is that you almost initiate their internal GPS system, their intuition, so that they can make good decisions based on what feels right to them. They can read the signals that come up for them in their body to help them navigate this and to help them cope with even difficulties in friendships, because not all friendships are easy to navigate. Sometimes they're really challenging. Sometimes things happen. People are human beings, not robots. So I think it's important that we help young people develop those meditation skills so they can read themselves and not take on stuff from other people which isn't necessarily about them. The third one is about strengths, to help children identify and use their strengths to make a significant positive difference on themselves and those around them. Yes, I agree with that. I think that being able to accept our strengths and our weaknesses is really important. And it's one of the things I've learned through meditation. I wish I'd learned it when I was much younger. I was a teenager when I learned. But the ability to accept every aspect of ourselves, both the parts that we like and the parts that we don't like. And I think that a meditation practice does that. So it's not just about giving meditation to children so they can always feel good and strong. It's when the difficult times and the challenging times come up, they've got a set of skills they can use to support them through that. And that's what creates resilience in young people and helps them through those challenging times. Then we have number 4, which is foster love. Let the child know that they are loved and valued. The simple act of saying you love them with no reason or trigger to do so can be powerful. And whilst I agree that yes, we should tell children often that we love them, we have to fill our own cup first. There is no point in just in a parrot fashion repeating the words I love you to someone when maybe we're harboring resentment, maybe we're feeling something different, maybe we're overwhelmed, and children can feel that. They can really sense when something isn't authentic or it's untrue. And so we need to make sure that our own cup is filled, or if we're struggling, that's okay as well. And that, when difficulties arise in our lives, like they all do, that we can say, this has been really difficult, but I still love you whatever, and I'm working on loving myself too, so this is important that we're really honest with children when we talk about these things. Create a sense of belonging, promote an understanding of being part of something bigger, a family or community, sharing photos and stories, joining groups. And again, I think one of the wonderful things about meditation, particularly now for young people, is the opportunity to learn to meditate and to know that there are thousands, millions of people meditating at the same time as them. And it can be done online. There's many apps now that are available that can allow us to have a sense of community with people that we'll never meet, but we know that we have this common bond. And one of my favorite meditations is actually called the Self-Compassion Meditation by Kristen Neff. And when I'm feeling particularly low, that's one of the meditations I turn to help me remind myself that this struggle I have, or whatever I'm feeling, I'm not alone with it, that there is thousands, millions of people also feeling this too. And that seemed that ability to alleviate the loneliness of feeling what I feel seems to help me really sit with what I'm feeling in a more comfortable way. And that's what I really wish for you and your children too. Trying new things is number 6. Encourage the child to find and try new things out of their comfort zone, whether they are successful or not. Now, this amuses me slightly, because when I'm teaching the Connected Kids course and people who come on the course want to learn to teach children meditation and teenagers meditation, taking them out their comfort zone to teach them to deliver meditation eventually unscripted from the heart, oh my goodness, such resistance comes up. So I find it very amusing that we're trying to encourage our children to try new things, and yet when it comes to adults, we certainly put up our barriers to that, because anything that takes us out of comfort zone is really difficult. I actually think children are much more open to trying new things than adults. And what we should do is look at how they try new things and follow their lead with that, and engage your own mindful curiosity, playfulness into that, because that's what children offer us, especially when they're very young. And we can really learn a lot from observing and bringing that childlike energy into our interaction with them and what we learn from them. And then number 7 is handle problems. Encourage children to overcome difficulties by thinking calmly, trying to different approaches, asking for help, and practicing kindness to themselves. So there's a little bit of that filling the cup, which is really important. But I think as well that one of the most amazing things I discovered about meditation is how it has the ability to activate different parts of our brain. So it helps us to calm down the part of the brain that's really engaged and that is triggered when we have anxiety or stress, the fight, flight, or freeze. Meditation can help self-soothe that part of the brain, so it doesn't need to run the whole experience or show that we're participating in, and that it helps us to connect into a part of our brain that's involved in problem solving and helping us to learn new things and to be creative. And that to me was extraordinary, because it meant that we could have a problem and sit with that in meditation, and potentially during the meditation or afterwards, because our brain had calmed down, an idea or a solution would come into our awareness that we could then exercise and bring that towards the problem. And again, this is an incredible life skill that you offer children by teaching them meditation. And what I'm so grateful for is that now we have the science to back this up, which wasn't in existence when I started teaching this 20 years ago, training adults to teach kids meditation. So I hope this has been helpful. I see these wonderful things shared online, and I just wanted to bring a little bit of a meditative, mindful aspect to this to help you see why we do what we do, and to encourage you to do the same. If you've got any questions, please reach out to us. And I do offer free little online 20-minute sessions. If anyone has a specific question they want to ask me, you could maybe book in for that through our website on the Contact Us button. Thank you for listening, and have a wonderful day.